You get on a little TV show that nobody knows about called RuPaul's Drag Race, season 6. Had you auditioned before that 6th season?
No, I didn't like the show. I did not like the show. I was not a super fan of the show like everyone else was. And at this time, everyone in New York that's when the show actually peaked, season 4 and 5 with Sharon and Jinx. And that's at the height of, I think, where it turned, and it became a thing. And I remember seeing marathons of it. I never watched it in time like everyone else did. And I don't think there was viewing parties at the moment. This was just kind of like this underground thing that was happening. And I'd seen a couple of my friends who are not that talented go on the show, Jiggly and Manila. And I thought, if they got that exposure, why not try it? So it was my first audition that I got the show. And then I found out, I think it was about 2 weeks before we started filming, it was confirmed that I was going. So I had about a week and a half to 2 weeks to get everything ready, and then I went, not knowing what it was, but in my headspace at the time, I was 37, and I thought, you know what, I've had a good run. I've been doing drag since 1996. I thought, I can't play this game of working in bars every night and doing my day job during the day, so I thought, let's just take a chance and see what happens. And at that time, at 37, I thought, I'll do drag till I'm 40 and then wrap it up. And then my world changed. So it just kind of shifted then, because I believe in term limits. So I thought, at 40, it'd be a nice way to cap it out. And look what happened. Here I am now, 46, going, what the fuck? Yeah.
I can't even get over you. You say 46. I don't believe it, because at the end of the day, you've become the biggest thirst trap on Instagram ever. I'm like, okay, keep showing me shirtless pictures. Keep going at it. I'm like, I don't know what age has done to you.
Well, this is the thing.
You're going in reverse.
Well, this is good. I've got good doctors. No, the thing is to go, I said, I don't mind being 46 as long as my waist isn't, because then none of my drag would fit. So I say, I'm enjoying it. I'm embracing it. And also, I live in Palm Springs, where I'm considered young. So I don't know what it is. I'm surrounded by old people out here. So I feel pretty youthful in my space. Yeah, I do.
Well, I love it, and I think that
it's true.
The really cool thing is just how amazing you end up being on this little show. Out of all of your outfits, how many did you make versus how many did you get others to make?
Oh God, for the show, everything I made. And remember now, the show is completely different than it was then. It was, you get a list sent to you that says Black and White, Animal Kingdom, whatever. You have no idea what it's for. So within a 2 week or 1.5 weeks, I had to just pull whatever I had to work. And so my big joke that I've always used has been, I wore the same dress in every color. But because it was out of necessity, I needed to have what I needed there. And I was so worried about fitting the theme. And also we had restrictions. You could only have 5 bags at 50 pounds. And I was traveling from New York to Los Angeles. So all of this was a big deal, along with jewelry and wigs and all that madness. So I didn't really know what to expect or what it's about. Now it's, $10,000 dresses and costumes made by these designers. It was a different show then. And also our season, we had a lot of challenges where we made stuff on hand, which I don't think happens that much anymore, or that the girls don't have the skill set to do. And that's not a read. I just mean that it's a different energy about drag now than it was then for us. So everything I think on the show I either wore. I think there was a suit that I bought and altered for one of the challenges, but yeah, it was all kind of a blur. I just took everything I had that related to the theme and threw it in a bag and wished well. That was it.
Well, I mean, it worked out, and you didn't end up spending like 50, 60 grand, 100 grand as these girls are doing now to go pay the designers, which I could not even imagine doing and then never getting to reap the benefits of it because you spent so much money.
It's true. It's true. And, that's what I'm saying. That's where it's headed now. And I go, it's amazing, the exposure, but there's good and bad with all of that. It's amazing that the drag is celebrated. It's amazing that there's 52,000 franchises. It's amazing that drag is in people's living rooms. But also, I think people's idea of it is, let me spend a lot of money to be accepted or to be liked. And that's a tricky road. And you wear it once, or you have a social media post with it, and then you're kind of fucked. Then you're stuck with this dress that you can't wear again. It's tricky. But everybody's got their thing, So if they love fashion and costume and want to spend their money, God bless them. I am not that bitch. I am not. No. I prefer property.
I mean, but you were the bitch on the show because you had so many iconic phrases and things that you said that came out of your mouth. like, you know, not today, Satan. You had baloney. You had all of this crazy stuff. Did you ever think that those moments would become very like big pop culture moments and that people would still be saying these phrases?
Not at all, but I must say season 6 was one of those moments where there were so many people with so many opinions. I mean, Laganja, Gia Gunn, I mean, Adore. There was so much shit that we were saying because I think that it was just the idea or the game was set in such a great timing because everybody was such a character and everybody had their own little things. And remember, we're not in on everyone else's confessionals. You know, we do confessionals every day that you see us, and we wear the same outfit. We were the first season that we had to wear the same outfit. So we were wearing the same outfit every day and discussing what happened. So we didn't know what everyone else is saying. We don't know other people's comments. So it's fascinating to sit back and watch, and I haven't watched since it aired, but to hear what people were saying about me or what I was saying or what makes it on camera, because you're filming it every day, back to back, back to back. So for us, I didn't know what was happening. You know, I was trying to get through the challenge and just saying whatever I wanted. And when we watched it, when it aired, it was just like, oh my God, the shit that we said. It's pretty fascinating. It's pretty fascinating, yeah. But it was a season full of characters, though. Let's be honest. I mean, some really good shit went down that season.
Yeah, I mean, some very good shit went down. I mean, what do you do successfully? All of this came back and slapped you in the face within the past couple of weeks. I mean, you had Trinity K. Bonet being Beyonce.
Without a doubt. And I went and I said, I stand corrected without a doubt. I mean, you know, 7 years later, but I stand corrected. She is Beyonce. She was brilliant, though. And that's the whole thing is that literally on our season, I thought for sure we were never going to get rid of her because she was such a brilliant lip sync performer. And I didn't think. And, you know, back then, the way it worked was you only had to lip sync when you were in the bottom. Now it's celebrated on All Stars, which is pretty amazing for her. So I'm just happy for her. I'm happy that she's back out doing it again. And of course, we're friends and we cackle. But I can't let this meme go by without saying something. And so, you know, if you're going to be a ballsy bitch, you got to own up. And I said, I stand corrected. I do. And she sent me a message cackling about it. So, yeah, it's all good. She's doing great. And I'm rooting for her. I'm rooting for her.